Hey everybody, Chef Deuce here at Sweet Baby Ray's Catering Kitchen, and we're getting ready for the holidays. So we have a whole roasted turkey here, and I'm going to go through the steps on how you can successfully carve your turkey, present it at your table without too much fuss. So first of all, we started with a 14-pound turkey. We rubbed it with garlic and salt and pepper and some herbs, a little rough sage, roasted it at 325 for about 3 hours until the internal temperature is 165 degrees. There's lots of variations on that, and whatever you're used to, however you want to get to that point, just make sure the internal temperature is 165 degrees, and then you should be good to go. All right, so to get started, one thing I always suggest is bring your turkey out, present it to your family at the table, and then bring it back to the kitchen and carve it in the back where you have a little room to work, you kind of have your privacy, and we always say in the culinary world, have your mise en place. So for this, you need your cooked turkey, a sharp knife, I use a chef knife, whatever you're most comfortable with, a nice big cutting board, and then your platter and a little bit of garnish. So this is our 14-pound turkey, and we have the cavity filled with some mirepoix, celery, onion, carrots, and fresh herbs. And again, we roasted it to 165. Now for carving, we're going to separate the leg first, okay? And that's going to pop out. Now the joint where the leg and the thigh meet is where you want to take that apart. So you want to separate that there. Then I take the other leg off. And there's a natural line between the breast and the leg. You follow that down, open it up, and you kind of pop it up. And then you can find that joint where the thigh meets the body. And that's where you want to cut in between. Okay. So we're going to set those aside. And now, this is the part that people have a hard time with. So now you have the breast. You can see it comes up at an angle where the wishbone is and then comes straight down. All we're going to do is follow that bone line. Okay? Follow that bone line and then pull the meat apart. Pull the meat away from the bone. Okay? And it comes off in one piece like that. Skin intact. Okay? Now the rest, there's a little bit of meat left there, but that's okay, because that'll be really good for leftovers. We want to view this for the nice presentation at the table. Okay, and what's nice, see, I'm back in the kitchen. I have room to work. I can spin the turkey around so it's easier for me to work instead of being at the table where you're restricted. So now, a little bit of juice left there is really good. That turkey breast likes to sit in there and soak up some of those juices. Okay, now back to the legs and the thighs. I like to leave one or two of the, or both of the legs whole. Okay, I always think that somebody will really enjoy eating that leg. One of your uncles or cousins or somebody, they like to pick up that leg and go to town. As far as the thigh meat goes, I don't think there's any real perfect, pretty way to do it. I take the meat off of both sides of the thigh. And I just run my knife through it twice and then back down. Same thing with the other leg and thigh. There's a natural separation where the leg and the thigh meet. That's where you're going to cut, and your knife is going to go right through, right on that bone. Okay? Again, I leave that leg whole because I think somebody likes to eat that. Take the thigh meat off your bone. And again, you know, everybody does this a little bit differently. I don't fuss too much about it. I run my knife through it a couple times. And again, think, you know, everyone's at the table right now. They're getting their mashed potatoes and their stuff, and they're waiting for you to come out with the turkey. So I don't spend a ton of time doing this. You know, 5 minutes and it's done. Okay? Now, the turkey breast. This is where your nice presentation is going to come into play. It's a diamond shape. You want to slice the long end to long end, okay, on a little bit of an angle. It looks really nice when you keep that skin intact. And this is much better, in my opinion, than trying to slice those thin slices when the bird's standing up whole. I think the taste and the texture is much better when it's a little thicker sliced. So you have one breast there, nice and sliced, and your second breast. And this 14-pound bird will feed, 8 to 10 people easily with a little bit of leftovers as well. And I always suggest cooking, if you need a lot of meat, I would cook 2 smaller birds. Because I think the big turkeys get a little dried out. Back to the wings, those as well. You hear me say it a lot, but the natural separation, okay? So where the joint hits the side of the turkey, that pops out, and then you can cut that off. And then I put the wings on there. It's a nice presentation piece, and some people really like to eat around the bone. So we have our turkey there. This is some tri-colored carrots and a little butternut squash. We'll do a little parsley here. And then I have a little dried cranberry for color. And there's your nice turkey display. You have your sliced turkey breast here, your dark meat that's been chopped, the whole legs, and the wings. And, as you can see, that only took about 5 minutes. So, if you're interested in getting something like this and you don't want to do it yourself, you can go to our website, sbrcatering.com. There'll also be a link that you can click. Look for us. We're going to have a few of these episodes throughout the season. Show you how to make mashed potatoes and gravy and some of the things you might have trouble with. So if you like what you're seeing, please come to our website and check us out. You can see our full holiday menu there.